Hi, this is Robin. My Instagram account is Mother Pixels, and thank you for watching this video. Today, I will talk about how to make money when you are a small influencer like me. As of today, April 16th, I have 24,000 followers on Instagram. Now, if you only have 1,000 followers, you might think that I have a lot of followers. That's why I'm getting all these partnerships. But what if I told you that I started working with brands when I only had 1,000 followers? When I was first approached by a brand and I only had 1,000 followers, I thought, why would they want to work with me and not XYZ who has hundreds of thousands of followers? I just thought that the more followers you had, that's how you made money. So I didn't even think that at 1,000 followers, a brand would even look at me. But I am here to tell you that you can start making money right away, and micro-influencers is a huge market right now, and many marketing agencies are choosing to work with micro-influencers. Micro-influencers are perceived as friendly, as trustworthy, as part of the community, while influencers that have over 100,000 plus followers are considered more aspirational. They are almost at a celebrity status. Before the coronavirus, as of the end of February, I had booked about $25,000 worth of brand partnership gigs, and it was just the end of February up to that point. I'm going to be sharing with you 8 steps that you can take today that will guarantee that you will start making money as an influencer. So let's start off with the first one. This one, I just want to start off with the pretty obvious one that you might have heard of before, but it's posting quality photos and doing it consistently. When you are tagging brands or you're approaching brands and you're saying, I want to work with you as a social media partner, they will quickly look at your account and it needs to be apparent to them within the first 2 or 3 seconds what you are about. That is all the time you have. They get approached by so many people on the daily, so many influencers, that you need to stand out right away. So they don't have time to go through your entire feed. They need to be able to quickly go on your feed, look at your bio, scroll through your photos, and make a decision. If you capture their attention within the first 3 or 5 seconds, then they'll take more interest in you, they'll entertain your proposals. Be proactive, especially if you're a small creator. It's not that brands don't want to work with you, they just simply do not know who you are. So if you're sitting there and you are just posting, thinking that brands are going to come to you, that's not how it works. You have to reach out to the brands that you're interested in. So I would recommend this approach. When you post a photo and you're wearing the brand name of a brand that you're interested in, tag them in your photo, tag them in your caption, use their hashtag. And not only that, but go on their account, follow their account, comment on their photos, and just say, basically, hey, I am here. When I started off, I knew that I wanted to work with 2 key players. I was into photography and I was into tourism. So in every single one of my photos and even my stories, I posted, I tagged, I followed their accounts, I commented, I was extremely proactive. And I mean, I did this for 2 years before anybody even noticed me, but I did it consistently. And then suddenly Tourism Calgary called, the city of Calgary called, Travel Alberta. Well, Nikon Canada reached out to me when I only had 5,000 followers. And this is a huge brand. They saw my account, they liked the consistency and the quality of photos that I was posting. I was constantly tagging Nikon in every single one of my photos. On my stories, I would show my camera setup. I would show the behind the scenes of how I was taking photos. I would tag Nikon Canada. And then they approached me and I became their social media partner now for over 2 years. This is your space where you can expand on who you are as a person or as an artist. Your Instagram only allows for a couple of sentences on your bio. Your best approach is to post your photos in a 4x5 feed size so that you can take up your real estate on your phone. And on your website, you control the narrative. You can have testimonials on there. You can have all kinds of product photos. You can have more information on your gallery, your services, about who you are as a person. It is a space that you control. Secondly, it gives you a lot more credibility. Think of a brand that you love. They are going to have a website. Any brand, any company, any influencer worth their salt is going to have a website. They're not just going to rely on social media and say, hey, come and take a look at my Instagram. Before photography, I actually owned a small marketing agency where I developed websites for small and medium-sized businesses. And these are the things that I really encourage you to have on your website. About me. So have a space where you write more about who you are. And I'm not just talking about professional information, but also something that showcases your hobbies and who you are as a person. Services, gallery if you're a photographer, pricing, testimonials, and a contact form page. I would just put myself in your consumer's shoes. What kind of information would you like to see if somebody was trying to hire your services? And that is a really great way to see what kind of information you need to be including on your website. Now that you've researched the brands that you want to work with and you have a beautiful website and you've been posting and tagging and doing a great job on your social media, on your Instagram, now it's time to send out those emails, do some cold emailing, and send out your social media kits. The last thing you want to do is just slide into a DM and say, hey, come and check out my Instagram. I think you want to work with me. This is like applying for a job. Okay? When you're applying for a job, you're not sending a random email to companies saying, hey, come and hire me, come and check out my website. No, that is lazy and unprofessional. So if you want to message them on Instagram and say, hey, I would like to send you a social media kit and an email, can I have the contact email or contact person? Do that. But then send a very beautiful professional email and have a social media kit attached. Here's what I have on my social media kit. I have an About Me section. I have information about my engagement and my audience, which is a very key interest to the brands that you're working with. I have information of campaigns and brands that I've worked with on the past. I have testimonials. And I have some beautiful images of my work so that they can see what I'm about and what kind of photos that I take. If you don't even know where to begin creating a social media kit, then I recommend that you go on Pinterest and you just type in social media kit. If you're a fashion blogger, if you are into fitness, just type in social media kit photography, social media kit influencer, and you will get hundreds of samples that you can easily download and just plug in your information. This one is so important. Once you get the gig and you've been hired, over-deliver. Show them that you're not a bare minimum person. So if you promise to deliver 2 posts, do 3. If you said you would give them 10 images for them to use for any commercial purposes that they might need, give them 12. Just go above and beyond what you've promised and show that you're not just the type of person that, well, I only got paid for this, so this is all I'm going to do. If you go just a little bit extra, it shows that you are interested in building a relationship with them, that you don't mind investing a little bit of your time in helping their brand, and they will most likely want to continue working with you in the future if you over-deliver. It's super simple, it's super easy. Over-deliver in any little way that you can. If you're looking to work with reputable brands, they're also looking to work with reputable influencers. With so much competition to choose from, they're not only looking at the quality of your work, but they're also looking at who you are as a person. They do not want the person hiring them to embarrass them, to be rude, to be mean, to be racist, to be vulgar. You are, in effect, an ambassador of their brand if you are tagging them, if they're paying you. So you need to act like a professional. I've had people write very nasty comments on my feed, and of course I'm human. Of course I'm sitting there going like, I get angry, I get hurt, I get offended. It comes with the territory when you're putting your work out there, and that's just how it is. But let me tell you, brands are looking at how you interact. They're not just looking at the photos, they're scrolling down and they're seeing if you're replying to people, if you're engaging, if you're offering advice, if your captions are well written, if you have proper spelling. And they're looking and analyzing how you engage with folks, because that is the best reference that they can get of who you are as a person. There is no greater example than this than Jake Olson Studios, okay? I'm sorry to do this, but all you have to do is just Google Jake Olson Studios and you'll see what I'm talking about. He has absolutely beautiful portrait photos, and I would see his ads on Instagram all the time. So I thought, oh, I'm going to go check out his website to see what other products he's offering, because I want to edit like him. I want to learn from him. And then I type his name, and the first thing that pops up are articles talking about what a terrible person he is, how he has told followers to contemplate suicide, how he's completely disrespectful to people on his page. And it's really terrible when somebody Googles your name and the first thing that pops up are people saying that you're a terrible person. No brand is going to want to work with you no matter how beautiful your photos are. And this is a classic example. Do not just take anything for money. This is a classic mistake that a lot of influencers starting off make. They get one brand that reaches out to them and they get so excited that they just want to do it for the money. It is such a huge mistake. Already, the people that follow you don't like to see sponsored ads. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So they don't mind it if it's something that could be of use for them. So for me, 80% of my followers are interested in photography. So naturally, for me, working with camera brands or polarizer brands, etc., is a natural fit, because they are always interested in what kind of gear am I using, the lenses that I'm using, tripods, etc. So it's a natural fit because I'm providing information about products and services that they are already interested in. I have been approached by yoga studios, beauty brands, and a home stereo system. If I suddenly posted on my feed, oh, look at my home stereo system, my followers would just roll their eyes and be like, why the I care about your home stereo system. Do not cheat your followers like that. You're gonna break their trust. They're gonna see you as a sellout. And if you don't have your audience's trust, then your engagement is going to be very low. And then going forward, any future brands that want to work with you, they're going to take a look at how your post performed with the other brand that you work with. And when they see the very low engagement, because it's going to be low engagement, because it's not going to be something that your audience is interested in, then they're not going to want to work with you. Keep creating content, keep blogging, keep posting videos, keep tagging, commenting, building your audience, reaching out. Do not give up. I did this for 2 years. I spent lots of money on hotels, on gear, gasoline, time away from my family. I did this for 2 years without seeing anything. According to Hype Auditor, my position as an influencer is 712,000. That means there are 711,999 people kicking more ass than I am on Instagram. I don't have the best photos. I don't have the biggest audience. I don't have the highest engagement. But what I do have is passion, grit. I don't give up. I keep tagging. I keep working hard. I keep reaching out to brands. I don't give up. Just when you think, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for such a long time, I'm not seeing anything, you never know. You could be one post or one email away from getting your dream brand to work with you. You could just be one post away. So just keep doing it. I promise you, if you do all these 8 things that I've talked to you today, you're gonna get brands. Just be proactive, even when you feel defeated and unmotivated. Be proactive, be disciplined, and keep at it. There is room for everybody. As long as you're unique and you're authentic and you bring you to the table and your hard work and your ethic and you over deliver, these things are going to happen for you. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at MotherPixels. If you did not take any notes, don't worry about it. You can just go on my website. I have a blog with all this information and stats that I provided you today with. If you like this video and you want to stay tuned for more and you want to get those notifications, just hit subscribe. Thanks again for watching.